Hello, Earth signs, and welcome to your Saturnian Saturday message from Spirit, your guides, higher self, and angels. These are general messages for Earth signs, so please only take your message and leave the rest for the person that's meant to hear it. If you like the content I create, don't forget to like and subscribe so you'll know when more messages are posted. Alright, let's see what's going on for your Saturnian Saturday. If you don't know that term, I encourage you to look it up. It's interesting. And Saturn is the planet that Saturday got its name from. So, thought I'd do a little play on words for that. Messages for Earth signs. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Intuitive communication. Silent whispers of the heart. Okay. Interesting. Someone has something they want to say. You may have something you'd like to say. Next we have embracing enthusiasm. Shout to the heavens with happiness. So first we have intuitive communication, then we have an actual communication. So it's a nice progression. Sounds happy regardless. So we'll see. Next we have make peace with your past. I get more that this is a sadness than it is like something that makes you angry. But it still like gnaws at you. And maybe that's shout to the heavens that you made it through your past. I mean, you deserve credit for that at least, right? You made it through every single one of your worst days to get to where you're at today. Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, and teacher. So that can also go for a masculine as well. Really, all that's saying is getting back in tune with your feminine energy, which is your emotions, and going with the flow, like not having to be an active force in driving where you go next, just being okay with going with the flow, and that's okay. That's definitely okay. We have the Four of Discs, the Hierophant, and Strength. So the Hierophant is Taurus energy, the Strength is Leo energy, so you have Earth and Fire, and then the Four of Discs. I'm trying to see how. So the Four of Discs to me is someone who feels like they have to like hold on to everything they own for dear life because they're afraid they'll lose it. So it's almost like you've came from a place of needing to clutch onto your achievements. And that's also Capricorn energy. So whoever you were back then, the Hierophant is like a representation of the masculine divinity. It's almost like that is coming out of you right now. So it makes sense. So it's almost like your masculine and feminine is both coming into balance. You're seeing and acknowledging a need for both. You can't always be one way all the time. You can't be soft all the time. You've got to have and know when to be both things. in relationship and at work. Okay, so we have the Five of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles was just in the fire sign reading, so I'd suggest you look at fire sign. Maybe you'll see something there. Page of Pentacles is also an idea, a very slow one. But you've also got the Emperor. And to me, it's like the Emperor is the energy that you used to bring to the table. The Emperor is fire energy. You used to be very domineering, somewhat domineering. You used to come off as domineering, male or female. And this was the way it had to be. This is why. And you seem like you came from a stuck energy. And if it feels like you felt like you had a good reason for being that way. Maybe that's how you were brought up. But something in your life changed. Something in your life brought about a change in you. Yeah, you were domineering as a person. I see you as being domineering. Or you met with, wow. So you got the Tower card, the Judgment card, and a Knight of Swords. So you had a major event in your life that caused you to re-examine how you deal with situations, people, relationships. And you had to, in Judgment card, you had to really look, in the Knight of Swords, you had to look at the way you communicate. You had to look at the way you handle your communication, your conflict, your ideas, the way you just had to look at yourself. You had to put yourself kind of, I imagine when people are being interviewed by like a detective, they're being put under spotlight. You had to do that to yourself and say, how am I acting when I'm with people? How am I in relationships, whether it's at work or in love relationships? What kind of person am I? Like, you really had to do some deep soul digging. So make peace with your past, to me, tells me not to be so hard on yourself for the person you were. I feel like you had to be that person for a reason. Maybe as a child you were forced to grow up just a little bit sooner. There was likely a sibling or two that you had to parent. You had to be the voice of reason. So you had to have those qualities in order to survive your childhood, and if that doesn't resonate with you, that's fine. Geez, you may be dealing with a fire sign, may have dealt with a fire sign. You got 10 of Wands, where everything felt like a burden. It just got to the point where it was like, I can't do this anymore. I can't be this way anymore. Something needs to change. Oh, and I feel it too. It's like, oh, get me out of here. Get me out. And this intuitive communication, this may be a deceased loved one talking to you as well. You felt this hangman energy of stagnation. You felt it and you didn't like it. And it felt like, this is the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands is stagnant. It's not stagnant. It's a lot of people fighting. Or it could be like you fighting within yourself. Like, what needs to change? Something needs to change. Is it me? Is it them? It was just a whole bunch of energies going on around you. So it caused a lot of upheaval. I see a lot of that with the swords, with the wands. And next we've got the message. We're going to get a message from Spirit to see what Spirit has to say. Which brought out the Strength card. it did bring out the Strength card in you. Nice. I'm going to pull out. Okay. So we've got the Ten of Earth. And you got the Three of Fire. So, to me, the Three of Fire is movement. That's where you're finally like, hey, transitioning, you know. Ten of Earth is obviously your energy, and it's where you fulfilled that cycle. You got to where you were like, okay, I understand. Now I'm ready to move on. To move on to something else. And it might not even be a physical movement to something else, like a new relationship or new job. It could just be a whole new way of being. Because it says intuitive communication. So silent whispers of the heart, that could even be someone that you used to have a relationship with, silently sending you positivity every now and then, you know, if you cross their mind. So I'm drawn again, shout to the heavens with happiness. Like, you got through this mess. You got through it, and your brain is still on forwards. You got through this to teach others to get through it. I also see priestess and mystic, you know, male or female, like I said. There is a spiritual tone to this as well. Like, because you got the Hierophant here. It hit you not only in your mind space, but it hit you in other places. So it caused you to re-examine everything about you as a person. To see that you did need to make peace with your past. So allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And isn't that interesting that we also saw shout to the heavens with happiness? There's good things that came out of this. Although it didn't feel like it, it may still not feel like it now. You got your strength back. That's what I just heard. You got your strength back. Whereas you may have been in victimhood this entire time. You may have been in victimhood. Why is this always happening to me? Why is this happening, you know, to me? Why am I this? Why me? And then next we have, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So really recapture your childlike ability to just have fun. Like, get out of that you always have to take care of someone energy. You need to worry about you and your well-being and how you feel at the end of the day, and everyone else can fend for themselves for a while. You know what I'm saying? Like, Earth is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You're important too. All right, one more message. We've got Earth Guide. Your sacred calling upon this planet is to simply love and be loved. Earth Guide. Isn't that perfect for an Earth sign? Wow. I think I need to take a deep breath after that one. So that's what I have for you on your Saturnian Saturday Earth signs. I hope you have a wonderful, blessed rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.